everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowl Central. We're doing a Modern Classics gaming segment for you on Tekken 7.
Tekken 7.
Tekken 7.
Tekken 7. I like that name. Tekken.
Tekken.
Can we name our next cat, which we probably won't get?
Our next cat?
Yeah.
We have enough cats.
We do.
Not one of them is Tekken, and you're going to have to be okay with that.
I am okay with that. I love my fur babies.
Yeah. How do you love this fine fighting video game? Tekken 7!
Ow.
Sorry.
Ow. That's loud.
We'll answer my question, though.
I like it. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of, like, through all the fighting games that I've played in my life, which I'm not a big fan of fighting games anyways.
Yeah,
like,
you're really not a big fan of fighting games. I like fighting games.
Like,
I mean, you know, my favorite series is still Mortal Kombat. I think, like,
yeah,
Mortal
like,
Kombat 11, I think.
At least you get the gory, like, fatality.
But that's a very westernized American fighting series.
Yeah.
And Western fighting series tends to take themselves a little too seriously, which Tekken kind of doesn't.
No. I mean, the very first fighting game I ever played was like Soul Calibur.
Which is Japanese,
God, some number.
I think it was probably 3.
I can't remember. It was with the original Xbox.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What was that? Soul Calibur 2?
Oh.
So anyway.
That's old. Now you know how old we are.
So for those who are new to Tekken, guess what? So are we. I think I played a Tekken back on like PS2. I don't know which one it was.
I've never played Tekken.
Yeah, so I think the difference between Tekken and other fighting series is that it's much more like grapple based and like actual ding-a-ding-ding-ding. It's much more grapple based and kind of technical. It's a very technical fighter.
Yeah, and we're...
Like, fans of it recognize the difference between, like, 12 frames of a punch versus 18 frames of a punch.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
Know
I have
push
no
button,
idea how it just, like,
punch.
if I punch 12 frames, or if I punch 18 frames, we don't know how to play like that, okay?
We are not professional fighting game people.
We are as what you would call button mashers.
Yes.
But as a button masher expert, you and I, yes.
This one's a little bit.
We had
easier?
a lot of fun. Yeah, it was
like,
easy to jump in and play.
Like I mean, cause see, I'm like an old-fashioned game fighter.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, to block, you'd have to push a button. In this one, you don't. You just back up.
Actually, that's more old-fashioned than you think. Pressing back on the D-pad. That's old-fashioned.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I have never had to do that until these new ones. Like
no.
No. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like Street Fighter was always like that, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Hey, tell us in the comments below which one's right. Which one's right?
If you expect someone to comment on whether you used to...
I'm hoping the world chooses me because I'm cute and adorable.
Yeah.
They don't know it though.
It's okay.
They've never seen me.
That's true. You kept your face hidden all these years like the Batman. If the Joker wanted to get revenge on your family, you'd have to be like, you don't know my face.
Your hate comments can't affect me!
One of the other things that's really cool about Tekken 7 is there's a high level of customization. There are tons.
I love the panda.
Yeah, you did love the
panda. Worst fighter though, but adorable as hell.
I like the little pink hat that he wears.
I know.
It's probably a she.
It's she.
Yeah.
Because pink.
Pink. That's
but
how
then
we
again,
know.
you don't know. You don't know. So maybe. What did you say? I don't know.
What are you getting into, like, what is it, bipolar?
I don't know. Don't even go there. You just don't know. So, we don't know the sex of these things, so...
Well, I think you can tell.
But they're adorable.
What the hell was I even saying before we started talking about the sex of pandas? There's a story mode, there's all sorts of cool side game modes, there's an online mode, which we didn't try.
No.
Mostly we just beat the hell out of each other,
yeah.
Because they.
He slaps you with a fish. I love
he
this.
slaps you.
BAM!
Now, the one thing I will say about this game is, number one, doesn't take itself too seriously.
No.
has a good time, understands that it's just essentially a silly fighting game. Mortal Kombat takes itself way too seriously for the most part.
Sometimes.
And I love the character design. Like, all of these characters, like...
Like, it's an adult Smash Brothers in a sense. I mean, like, Smash Brothers cutesy. Like, that's a cutesy fighting game, like...
Yeah.
Because you got Mario, and you got Kirby, and you got all the famous Nintendo people.
Well, I think this...
Stuff.
I mean, it's
this
definitely
one,
like
this one's as easy as a fighting game as Smash Brothers, so anybody can do it.
Yeah.
But more adultish in the sense of character sense.
Well, Smash Brothers is like 4 on 4, 4 on 4, 4 people in an arena.
I don't play fighting games.
It just seems to me that like all the characters have a lot of personality. Like
Yeah.
you get like they all look very distinct. There's a lot of in-jokes. There's a lot of jokes in general. Like just naming a really scary looking guy, Brian. Come on, that's kind of funny. The other one thing about it though that I think that maybe fans of it miss. I feel like there's a lack of polish. I think that don't get me wrong, the mechanics are great, but the graphics, I don't know, just like technical polish.
For Tekken.
Technical polish.
For Tekken.
Technical polish. All right, I don't even care anymore.
It's a Tuesday.
So
that's
Carrie,
the problem.
So Carrie, I want you to let me know something. Is Tekken 7 a modern classic?
I think it is. I mean,
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty
like,
good.
For an afternoon.
For people who
just playing.
For people who really don't play a whole lot of Tekken or fighting games in general.
Or if you really like fighting games and you want to take it seriously, it's a good one.
Yeah, because you can definitely master it. All right, I'm calling it a modern classic. I like it. I think it's cool. That's your video,
Kaboom!
everybody.
Drop the mic now. Run away!
Tell me about my book, Carrie. Advertise it.
Why do you always put me on the spot?
It's only the second time, but
like, it's a good book. It's a fast read. It's comedic.
Uh-huh.
It's just humorous all around.
Uh-huh. Not completely so. There's like
crazy. No. It wouldn't be crazy. It is a good book, and it is kind of like a fast read.
Did you know that you get a free copy of Tekken 7 when you buy it?
You do not get it.
You do not get a free
Do not
copy.
promise things to people. Bad Jeff.
Well,
bad.
If I didn't
Bad
promise
Jeff.
anything, nobody would get nothing.
Bad. Subscribe now. I always do that, don't I?